rap the show, so get rockin' up.
So let me break it all down for you.
I ain't never giving up, I ain't never
You know
giving
I'm
up.
taking that crown from you.
A little bit of the bubbly.
What's going on, guys? It's the FPL Penguin back again with another video for you all. And in today's video, FPL is back. It's officially back. The fixtures aren't released just yet, so but here is my video. Place to watch. Penguins picks for the 2021 season. Some surprising differential, low ownership picks. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. First off, we've got the Leeds keeper, Meslier. I have no idea how to pronounce it. He is set to become the new #1 goalkeeper at Leeds. He's 20 years old, and he kept 7 clean sheets in 10 games last season for Leeds. The other goalkeeper, Casillas, probably not him, was suspended quite a few games because of racist remarks, racist comments to another player. So the young lad took over. Leeds manager gave him a chance, and he's come out now, the Leeds manager, and said that Casillas will be a #2 at Leeds United if he stays this season. So that's a big boost that for a kid that is 4.5 million in the game right now. 6 foot 6 inches tall. He's huge. He's tall. That's what you gotta love about a goalkeeper. And he's set to become #1. So guys, he's one to look out for. Very cheap, 4.5. You can't get any better than that. The next one we've got is Che Adams. Didn't have a particularly good season with Southampton last season. He's currently priced at 6 million this season. I think that was the same price, I'm not too sure, as last season. And he scored 4 goals in Project Restart. And it looks like him and Danny Ings have that good partnership with a 4-4-2. It looks like the Southampton manager's opting for those two up front going into this season. He looked very good on form, Che Adams, and being at 6 million, and he's a good alternative to Danny Ings if you can't afford someone who's 8.5 million in Danny Ings. Good differential. I think it was Ant in my last stream, in my last video. I think it was him who gave him a mention. So I did a bit more research into Adams. Do check out Che Adams. He's one of my picks, one of Penguins' picks for next season, a differential pick. Next up, we've got the former Ajax star Veltman, and he can play right back or centre back, depending on how Brighton are going to set up for next season. They're building that defence, especially if they keep Ben White. There's still speculation if he'll rejoin Leeds on a permanent deal. Who knows? But Veltman, talk about him, 4.5 million in the game. Former Ajax star, as I said, can play right back, play centre back, and he's not much for assists, but he did play a lot of those games for Ajax as centre back last season when he was given the chances. So we've got to see how he does. I know him more as a right back, but got to see how he does as a centre back. But if we're going to probably go in for Brighton assets, go for Veltman. He's very cheap if you need a very cheap defender. And someone who looks very, we got Matty Ryan at the back of goalkeeper, we got Dunk, and probably keeping Ben White as well. Look at someone very cheap like Veltman, former Ajax star, playing Champions League and whatnot. Next up is another former Ajax star. It's Veltman's former teammate, Ziyech, who joins Chelsea. What a player he is with these stats. 8 goals and 21 assists in all competitions last season. And yes, he got 2 assists, should we say, 2 assists against his now current club, Chelsea, in that 4-4 draw last season. Now, what a game that was. And he's priced at 8 million. He's a bit of a free roam player, moves about a lot, and been watching his heat maps on SofaScore, so do check him out. I know a lot of people will be opting for Werner, the striker, coming in at 9.5. I'm keeping my eye on him as well. But don't rule out someone like Ziyech or how you pronounce his name, I have no idea. 8 million seems a steal, seems a bit of a bargain for someone like him. And we've got to see how Lamps sets that team out next season for Chelsea. Next up, we've got Torres. But not this Torres. We've got Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres, priced at 7 million. Signed from Valencia. he's joined Man City. Now we're probably thinking, the pet rotation, you got the likes of Mahrez, Bernardo Silva, Jesus can play in the wing as well and whatnot. But this guy, very, very good, incredible speed. Played with a very, very poor Valencia side. And with the City side, he would thrive. With the players, the quality, the experience he'll have around him. The only question is, the negative part, the bad point, will he start? That's a question. And he'll be there in that rotation. He's good enough to start. And I think, I know they got rid of the 5 sub rule. That's what probably is a bit of a downer now. If they kept that 5 sub rule going into this season, it's back to 3 now. You know, I would have felt more confident. He would have felt more confident he's going to get more game time. But never rule it out. I do like him. 7 million. That's cheap. And I think if he gets games, bit of a steal. Next up is Joey Bryan. Joe Bryan, the left back for Fulham. And he did very well, which we'll talk about quick, in the playoffs against Brentford, winning 2-1 against their rivals to secure a place back in the Premier League. And he scored 2 goals, and one of them was a fantastic long-range free kick as well. And he got 3 goals and 8 assists to his name last season in all competitions. So one to look out for. Very cheap. We're going to see how Fulham do. Probably need to boost that defence a bit more. But if you like someone like Joe Bryan, I think he takes free kicks. He took the long-range free kick they scored against Brentford. We'll probably need to get more information if he'll be taking the short free kicks, or if he's probably take corners. That'd be great. Who knows for a left back? And definitely look at Joe Bryan, one of my other picks going into this upcoming season. Would you like some salt and vinegar with those chips? So next one is Vinegar. I have no idea. I probably just messed up his name. The young lad Ruben. We're going to call him Ruben before we make things awkward. And he's priced at 4.5, and he's a bit of a replacement at the time being for Johnny, who was out injured. Their first team left back. Johnny's out for a couple of months with an injury. So Ruben, shall we call him, will be taking over. It's not much with assists or goals, but we saw a bit of what it was like in the Europa League against Sevilla. Sevilla players put a bit of pressure on him. Not as got as much experience, should I say, as Johnny. But he's very cheap. He's 4.5. We know what Wolves are like. They're quite defensive. They're very defensive, aren't they? So it's going to be interesting to go for someone like him. 4.5 million. How much do I have to keep saying this? Curtis Jones is the next breakout star. We've seen a few glimpses of him last season for Liverpool, you know, scoring against Everton in the Cup and all that in the league. And he is the next breakout star. He's Scouse. He's a homegrown player like Trent. And you've seen what we've done with Trent. Curtis Jones, the next big thing. And I really do like the lads. 4.5 million. And, you know, we've got quite a few midfielders at the minute. We've got Ox, Hendo, Wijnaldum, Fabinho, Keita, you know, and so on. Thiago probably coming to Liverpool as well. So it's going to be hard, and especially with no 5 sub rule, as I mentioned earlier in the video. So it's going to be interesting to see how much game time Curtis gets next season. So I'm hoping he gets him, but if you need that bench fodder, whatever they call it, the cool kids these days, if you need that cheap player to have on your bench, just complete your team, and also somebody who could start games or get game time, should we say, and make an impact. Look at Curtis Jones. He's probably, if I dare say, the best 4.5 midfielder, in the game right now. So one to look out for. Do have a look at Curtis Jones. Simple as. Final one, guys. It's Alioski. Credit to FPL lad. Look for him on Instagram, Twitter, and his YouTube as well, at FPL lad. An amazing guy. Puts out great stats for players. He mentioned this from this player, and he said, you know, probably is Alioski could be the next Lord Lundstram, somebody who we're looking for. And I looked into a bit more of the stats from FPL Lads post and found some more information about him, more stats from Alioski last season. In the game, he's been priced at 4.5 million. He's a defender in the game. Last season, he was mostly on the bench for Leeds, but he did come on and he started a few games, and he started in midfield. He was mostly a midfielder last season, slash winger. He played as a winger as well, and he picked up, was it 5 goals and 3 assists, if I'm correct. And he's one to look out for. Could he be the next Lord Lundstram? So I'm going to give that to, FPL Lads, putting it out there as well. So do give him a follow. And I do agree with him. Penguin approves that, and I do think he could be, if I dare say, he could be the next Lord out there, Lord Alioski. Who knows? Right guys, that's all we've got time for in this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please share the video as well. Please subscribe and become a member of the Bubbly Bunch. And hit the notification bell as well next to the subscribe button. And comment down below, how your team's going. I will probably do my draft team as well next week when the fixtures come out. I can't be bothered now. I've just gone on and looked at the prices. You will see a draft team from me, my first draft team, when the fixtures come out. There's no point, in my opinion, setting up a team, making a video, should we say, all these are the players I'm picking. I need to see the fixtures first. So next week you shall see a draft video from yours truly. Anyway guys, stay cool, drink the bubbly, and see you later.
Stop the show, so get rocking up.
So let me break it all down for you.
I ain't never giving up, I ain't never
You know
giving
I'm taking that crown from you.
A little bit of the bubbly.